On this episode of Negative Modifier, we'll be playing the game deltagreen. Deltagreen is a mature tabletop RPG that tackles various dark and unsettling themes and topics that some listeners may find traumatizing, harmful, or generally uncomfortable. Listener discretion is advised. It does not take long, despite Agent Saga's best efforts, to elongate this to get to the artist compound, and as you remember, it's a bit of a weird gate as you pull up. It's basically kind of the apex of the hill that kind of divides the island in half, basically. And it's this big, intricate kind of like wicker woven fence with a big gate on the front of it and a bunch of like deer skulls and stuff all over it. It's got kind of a bit of a weird vibe to it, but at the same time, there's no obvious lock on the front of the gate. It does say Red's Landing Artist Commune. Little welcome sign on the gate and stuff like that.
I had a question.
Sure.
How far is the hotel or the inn that Rebecca was staying at from here?
Sort of like staying in one of the houses. It's kind of the farthest away thing from town that's still not like a residential building or something. Like, you'd have to basically go either back down the way you came or through the downtown area to get to the hotel Rebecca was staying at, without like doing some, maybe not serious off-roading, but definitely some, would definitely be real off-roading at that point. And also, like, there's no obvious path to get there.
I get you.
You can't see the hotel from where you're at either, type of situation.
Is there like a buzzer or something for the gate?
There is not, but it is unlocked.
Is this a drive up or a walk up?
The car will fit through the gate. I guess, like, you can see past the gate if you so wish. I can give you that description if you want to kind of look through and give me a search.
Sure. Anybody else want to do it too?
A search, you say?
Yep.
I will participate. I rolled a 56 out of 67% success.
36 out of 85% success.
You're not surprised by what's beyond the gate, but it's also kind of a little bit strange. Like, it's almost like hippie meets trailer meets like alpine village inspiration. So what you see kind of beyond the gate, like there's kind of like a wicker or kind of like partially wicker kind of fence around this entire thing. You're realizing it is kind of like a closed off area, not a small one. You can very easily drive the car, and it kind of makes its own little kind of strange little cul-de-sac of a collection of very heavily modified and like intricate, what either at one point were like maybe houses or maybe trailers or maybe kind of like double wides, that some have been over time modified into kind of these very over the top, brightly colored, weirdly decorated, lots of like strange wind chime adorned buildings that kind of like, some of them look very kind of like Nordic architecture inspired. Some of them are like, hey, we took an Airstream, that like silver trailer type of thing, and then modified the hell out of it. So it's got like 3 little steeples coming out of it and a whole like fancy patio in front of it. And there's 13 of these kind of super fancy houses that break up this thing. And there's kind of a bigger kind of almost like a lodge house or something directly opposite of the gate as you come in. There's an obvious kind of like circle worn into the dirt that kind of connects all these into a true circle. The lodge house is free to be a tad more permanent. It's bigger. It's got kind of 2 stories going on. It's got gigantic doors on the front that you could easily move like something huge through. The lodge house itself is almost like 4 stories tall, but like the front doors are like those gigantic, like 2-3 story style, like almost like church doors almost type of situation. Everything inside is very weird and like a kind of like psychedelic meets older hippie kind of mixed with like, hey, we're aware this town is fucking obsessed with Christmas kind of way. Like, you do see kind of like the occasional like, oh, it's that one weird bone chime, or like, why does that house have like 300 badly made things that were supposed to be dream catchers but aren't type of situation. And like, there's bells all over shit and stuff like that as well.
Do we want to head up?
I mean, do we really have a choice?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's cute. At the end of the day, it's kind of cute, despite the eclecticism. It reminds me of this art market and this big-ass park in San Diego. Oh, shall we?
Yeah.
Spark and Saga, you do notice that there is a kind of like, looks to be a very loud bell apparatus attached to one of the gates. If you swing it open, it'll probably make a loud kind of ringing sound.
We're not trying to be stealthy, are we?
Quick question, Charlie. Is the goat thing here at this art complex or no?
It is not. It is down the hill in the downtown area.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, not really. They kind of know we're here already in a weird way because of the explosion earlier, but I don't know.
Yeah. As a heads up, I'm not exactly sure how useful I'm going to be for this part of things. I mean, I work in IT. This isn't really my field, but we'll give it a go.
Yeah, I'm not exactly super handy on this front either, if you get what I'm saying.
All right. Well, I guess we can ring the bell if we want to be invited in.
There's no locks, right? It's just kind of open.
Yeah.
Cool. I would like to open the gate.
Yeah, so it makes a loud kind of shrill dinging noise as the bell kind of moves some by the gate swinging in. It moves easily enough on the hinges, though.
When the bell rings, does anybody come out to look?
Not that you're seeing.
All right, let's drive up.
I will go ahead and drive up then.
All right, you drive the car into the compound?
Yeah.
All right. Do you stop like a quarter of the way around the circle? Do you pull all the way out so it's facing out towards the exit so you can get a getaway? Like, do you pull up in front of the big kind of main house thing?
Yeah, I'll pull up to the main house thing.
All right, so yeah, you're kind of like halfway around at this point, and as you're kind of halfway around the circle to that point, a woman comes out of the kind of like hut thing to the left as you're kind of looking into the space of the big kind of fancy longhouse style thing. She is 30s, 40s type of thing. Definitely has that kind of slightly aged by living on an island look to her, but she's also just a fucking weirdo visually. Like, she normal enough kind of build, like maybe a little on the skinny side, but she has like slightly long fingernails, very pale skin, long but kind of like matted and almost like woven together blonde hair, and she's kind of wearing what looks like, you'd say it would almost be like a crown of woven together wicker stuff, or almost like a headband almost, and she's dressed in this kind of very flowy, not appropriate for the temperatures. What looks like a dress is the best way to describe it, but also kind of looks like someone failed at turning a collection of very ugly curtains into a dress. Like, it's got the basic shape, but like the build quality makes it look more like a potato sack almost.
How now, mad spirit? Whither wander you?
You actually say that?
You know what? Fuck it.
And do you say it to her out the window of the car?
Yes. How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
All right. She kind of like bows weirdly low and then extends out her arms. How now, wanderers? Welcome to my home.
I'm caught off guard that worked, but I am just going to observe because that legit flabbergasted me.
Same for Spark. She's in the back, like with her mouth slightly agape, like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Sanguine, give me an alertness.
I just wanted to quote my favorite Shakespeare play, and now I'm in a situation that is a 50% failure.
There's something about this woman that you can't quite put your finger on. But it's not a bad thing. It's like something that kind of nags at your brain, almost like something ripples across the layers of your mind, but doesn't quite register or something like that. She kind of comes up from her weird bow and goes, "You must be the investigators from beyond the confines of our fair island. What brings you to our circle?" She also punctuates kind of all of her words with like weird theatrical kind of hand waves and twists almost. And there's something very kind of like presenty almost, in a bad kind of local play overacting type of set of emotions to her.
Well, we were just kind of curious. Do you guys make the goat every year?
Indeed we do. And she kind of like spins herself around, her dress kind of like flourishes up, and she bows deep as she's doing this. I am the artist that births our beautiful goat every year. By my hands it is made.
It is really magnificent work.
Every goat more and more wondrous than the last.
It's a shame that it's burnt. every year.
Indeed, but such is life and such are critics. They know not of my genius, and therefore they respond to it the only way they are capable of, destroying something so beautiful and wondrous.
It truly is a shame that someone would go out their way and tear down something that someone has not only put time and effort in, but obviously something that has great passion and great devotion.
Indeed, I build this beacon every year to usher in the new year, to usher in a brighter future, not just for us on the island, but to all the world.
Truly, it is a gift that I can find no self-satisfaction.
Truly, you understand the meaning of my work, then. A kindred spirit, one might say, even. How rare it is to find that in an outsider from beyond the confines of the island. I do welcome you.
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night.
And your companions, are they likewise enlightened to the cause we embody here? To the hope we wish to spread from this island?
Sure.
He kind of looks at you, glances up and down on you. You say you are, but I see you do not have the spirit within you. There is time to rectify that, I suppose. What brings you to my home this day? My art is on display down the hill, and I am spent for the season, one might say. This is my time of recovery, my fall, my winter.
Does she look intoxicated?
In the same way that Sanguine did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, much more so. And again, like looking at her, there's definitely like I would say it's one or two steps further. Like there's definitely a little bit too rosy. Her skin is oddly pale, but she has like all the signs of intoxication, and she should be feeling cold. She is not.
I have to ask. I'm curious. You've read my friends. Do you see the spirit in me?
I do not. I read a cynical aura off of you, one of mistrust and misunderstanding. But as I said, there is always time.
And you said you don't see anything in me yet.
Yes, that is what I said.
What about my friend here? And I point to Sanguine.
He is obviously a kindred spirit. He understands the muse. He hears the voice.
I lean over. Guys, I think it's the Ambien.
He's always been a little bit more spirited than us.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Do you think you could show us around?
I would happily give you a tour of my home. Unfortunately, my neighbors, kind of gestures at the rest of the kind of bunch of the other buildings, they have gone home for the holidays. We host various artists, people of talent and passion, and for 1 year, and then they leave us around this time. We provide them a home, nurture all that they could need so they may explore their art, create, give back to the island. She kind of gestures at kind of a bunch of weird art projects that are all around. And truly, they have given everything they can to our cause. Yes, it is just me here for now, but I will happily guide you around my home. Is there anything you wish to see, especially kind of gestures at some of the art kind of very dramatically? Like, it's all bad, weird art for the record. Like, none of this stuff is good or interesting. It's all kind of like bad, hack me art school stuff that someone might make in the rest of the world being like, this will put me on the map, that like not even the most forgiving modern art fan would think is good.
Are we still in the car? Or did we get out already?
I assumed you got out some because she's kind of looking you up and down, but you could still be in the car. It doesn't really matter that much for this.
Okay, it's because I kind of wanted to lean over to whisper to Spark for a second. So I'll ask the Spark to kind of step to the side for a second.
Will do.
I think we need to kill her.
Give me a stealth while you do that, and Sanguine, give me an alertness.
Oh, my stealth sucks. Oh, on the fucking money. That is 35 out of 35 alertness.
Oh, let's
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. 1 out of 10%. Critical. Sorry.
Blackjack rules. Saga, you win this one. Because you critted. You were very close to losing the blackjack, though.
I know. My heart is pounding after that roll. Holy shit.
Sanguine, you're out of the car at this point, too, right?
I am out of the car, and I'm just kind of walking alongside her as she's doing the...
She's actually grabbed your arm and is like slowly running her hand down your arm and it's like gazing really intently into your eyes. Like she keeps touching you or like doing that kind of Reiki touching thing around you and stuff like that. Like she's definitely feeling your aura, for lack of a better phrase. It makes sense you were distracted by all of this. And she keeps saying stuff like, yes, you're one of the good ones, etc., etc. Like weird shit like that.
Spark doesn't really react to what Saga says. She just kind of waits for a moment and then, starts walking back towards the group to rejoin the tour.
I will follow, but I'm kind of hoping for some sort of sign from Spark other than just the silence. So I will join, but very cautiously.
As Spark walks off, she kind of does the back stretch, the thing where you put both of your hands behind your back and grip them and pull them up a bit.
Sure.
And she just kind of does a thumbs up as she does and then keeps walking.
Okay, I caught that and I just kind of pretend to nod my head as I'm walking towards, I do nod my head, but it's more like I disguise it by walking towards the group, okay, to catch up. But yes, it was definitely a nod of acknowledgement. But yeah.
As she's kind of doing the Reiki thing, I offer her the net, I guess, out of my pocket.
Sure.
Just reciting, if we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding, but a dream, gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. And I just kind of give her a little bit of a knowing look that I think I am picking up what she is trying to put down.
Sure.
But primarily I'm trying to just kind of make it seem as if I'm just entertaining the lady by quoting Shakespeare.
Yeah, she's definitely weird. I'll give it that. Yeah. So do you give her instructions on where to kind of start the tour?
I'm parched by chance. Do you have any kind of refreshments or anything to drink as we go about? Do you have any water?
But of course I may offer refreshments to our honored off-island guests. Please, kind of gestures at the kind of longhouse, big kind of meeting house thing. Step into our collective space and I will fetch for you refreshments. I have the taste of the season, but also I have more mundane things like water and whatnot.
I follow her direction to the collective house. More than likely, if y'all are following behind me, I'm probably going to be just looking at some of the knickknacks that's probably either nailed or macrameed on the wall.
So everyone give me a search as you kind of get led towards the big hall house.
21 out of 85% success.
26 out of 67% success.
49 out of 57% success.
So the kind of bright, colorful, optimistic, hippie vibes kind of taper off closer you get to this house, or this long, big meeting kind of style house. It is much more sturdily built than anything else in this kind of weird little grove she's got going on. And as you get closer and closer, you see kind of the decorations for this are much more kind of deer skull. There's a more pagan atmosphere to it, I guess. Also you're noticing the kind of the outside of this thing is covered in very intricate carvings into the wood. This thing's old, it turns out. This thing's very well built and kind of in that traditional, old school, no nails framing style way type of thing. Like this is a historic building they have here. They've kind of chosen to surround with weird trailer abominations in some ways. But yeah, the doors are open. Looking into it right now, you see it's just kind of like it's a big open space that leads to an equally kind of large set of doors just out the back. It's a little bit dark inside. There are some lights that kind of seem to be illuminating it. They have a flicker to them indicating that maybe it's like lanterns or candles or something, but you can't really tell because you're kind of looking into a darkened space from outside type of thing. And she's definitely kind of like dramatically like ushering you along, lots of long kind of like pointing gestures towards the building. Do you go inside?
I go inside.
All right.
How well lit is it inside?
It's not like dark, but you can see obvious patches of like darkness, I guess. Like, again, it's not well lit inside by any measure, but it's lit enough that I wouldn't call it like dark inside.
Spark looks to Saga.
I also turn to look over at Spark.
Spark will take out her phone and look at it and say, "Oh, the sheriff needs us for something, Sanguine."
You don't hear a response.
Spark looks to Saga again, and she starts to back away while watching the entrance backing away towards the car.
Yeah, I will slowly join as well.
Sanguine, give me a power check.
That is a 69% out of 40% failure.
There are whispers here. They don't say anything distinct to you, but they almost sound like they're coming from the center of this large building.
I want to investigate where that noise is coming from.
All right, so we're going to go towards the noise?
Correct.
All right. So as you step inside, it becomes very obvious that, like, there is a stain on the floor, an old stain that you as a doctor recognize is just decades of blood dropped in the same spot over and over and over and over. That's built up kind of this like circle almost dead center of them. It's not small for what it's worth either. Like it's about like, we'll call it like maybe 10 feet wide, give or take type of thing. Like a lot of blood over a long time was spent to have it seep into the wood flooring here. Only you can see this. From the outside, it's kind of just dark floor. Maybe it's got some splotching on it. You can't see it all that well.
It's okay. Vibe scared me away.
Give me another POW check.
That is a 38% success.
So as you kind of get close to this thing, you feel the thing around your brain react to it. And the whispers are telling you to kind of obey, but for at least a little while, you kind of manage to snap back to who you're supposed to be. You kind of shake off this compulsion to kind of go along with this, that like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Like maybe it's the fact you like remember you have a fucking job to do. You are here to stop exactly this type of bullshit manages to drag you back some. And kind of standing silhouetted by the outside light, this woman kind of looks at you and her eyes almost shine like golden as the kind of lamplight candles catch it some. And she looks at you and goes, "Is everything all right, honored outsider?"
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania. And I load a flare into the gun and I fire up.
All right.
Oh,
Give me a firearms. I'm mostly checking to see how badly this goes, I guess.
Because I'm inside a building, correct?
Oh, yeah, no. You hit the ceiling. That's a given.
All right. Oh, firearms is a 20%. That is a 77% fumble.
So the good news is the flare fires. The bad news is it explodes not as far up as maybe as it was supposed to. You are quite dazed at this point. Like, basically picture like a light meant to be seen for miles away going off 10 feet above your head, give or take. You are stunned. It hurts. Like, give me a sand check in this moment, actually. It's just kind of like this reality hits you full force.
Man, okay. That's a 3% success.
let's go.
Out of 16.
Yeah, like the monumentally stupid moment. Like you're clutching your face. You're like, it hurts to look right now, not to take damage type of situation, but like this situation's real bad. And you feel in your kind of hazed moment, this woman kind of like rush up to you and very flirtatiously kind of put her finger on your lips and go, I got your message.
What do we see?
So from the outside, you see this woman kind of like get weirdly silhouetted by the candle and lantern light inside. And there's something kind of weird about her stance. Like there's almost, give me a human int, both of you, as you're kind of looking in at this.
71% failure.
Can I? Is this leaning onto
use
the
a cult, actually, Alex.
I was gonna ask, can I use a cult?
Saga, use a cult.
35 out of 40 success. Let's go.
The posture, her kind, like there's something truly unnatural about her kind of stance. Like you've read a bunch of bad kind of treatments and kind of illustrations of like ghoulish crypt-like creatures with weirdly emaciated figures, and like just something about the medieval style lighting or the kind of the old world style lighting her gives her this weird, almost like walking corpse like silhouette. Like you see that like while she's highly emaciated, like all the tendons in her arms stand out like she's starved or spent or something. And you see Sanguine reach into a pocket or something and pull out a flare gun, fire it off. It explodes way too close to his head. He's kind of stunned by it. He kind of grabs at his face, and you don't see her move. She is like in the doorway, and then she's up on Sanguine, just kind of like hand on her face. You can't hear what she says, but you see her kind of push him back down onto his back on the circle, and then just whirl on you two.
How close to the car are we?
I'll say you're like within 10 feet of the car.
I'm grabbing my shotgun.
I'm grabbing my fucking crossbow.
Okay. So that's going to take kind of your actions for this. If you're going to kind of like, actually, give me athletics to make sure you get there. Let's see if something hilariously goes wrong in running back to the car.
72% failure.
Can I give you a dexterity roll instead of athletics?
No, this is kind of sprinting and then fumbling around to try and find some gear and stuff like that. This is truly athletics.
All right, 52 out of 30% failure.
So the good news is you make it back to the car. The bad news is you don't have your gear ready yet. And this woman can move. Like she is in this building, and then she is just kind of like on you, just crossing this distance unbelievably quickly. So the good news, she's kind of like there. She's on you, but she doesn't actually manage to make it all the way to you. It's almost like she aimed at where you were before you started moving real quick, and now she's there all of a sudden.
Was she going for anyone in particular?
It's not clear. She was probably closer to where Spark was before you two moved, but you kind of were both in roughly the same area, so it's kind of hard to tell. Who has a higher dexterity?
I have 65, 13 or 65, but yeah.
I also have a 13. Do we need to know what Sanguine's is as well?
No, Sanguine's dazed and out of this.
That's fair.
Question,
Yeah.
How loud is a flare gun?
Loud. That's why you're out of this.
You just got Counter-Strike flashbanged. Like,
Yeah.
I have lagirophobia, so I just need to know whether or not, like, I'm catatonic.
That's why I threw the sand check in there.
Okay.
I'll say you're conscious, but like you're not doing great in this moment. Like there's a lot bad going on.
All right.
All right. What do people have for athletics?
my athletics is 30.
35.
All right. Whoever had the higher athletics, you get to go first.
So have I gotten my shotgun at this point?
Yeah, you've successfully managed to pull the shotgun out of the bag and stuff like that. And you have a very close range shot on this woman.
I'm going to fire at her with these incendiary rounds.
All right.
Does this get the plus 20 for point blank?
Oh, yeah. You're definitely in that range.
And what is the damage with incendiary rounds?
So, fun fact about incendiary rounds. They're not great at shooting people.
Yeah. Hopefully she's a flammable ghoul.
Something tells me ghouls are flammable. And this is just me hypothetically without knowing the occult. This is just Alex, a person, not Julio guessing this.
Well, it's still a shotgun blast at close range. It should do some damage.
Yeah, let's see that firearms first.
I love the concept of calling people flammable ghouls as a derogatory mean.
78 out of modified 70 failure.
So the shot goes around and kind of like this beautiful kind of like ball of fire explodes out of the shotgun and kind of goes wide. Saga, you're up.
How close is how close is she to me?
You get a plus 20 point blank range bonus on it.
Okay. What would I roll for a crossbow?
So crossbow's firearms. The issue is it's a crossbow, so you got to kind of aim it. So you're firing at this you're basically negating your point blank advantage.
If I took the turn to aim, would I get the modifier on my next turn?
Oh yeah, no, yes.
Okay. Then I will attempt to aim for this turn.
All right, so you're aiming.
Mm-hmm.
And she sees this and kind of lunges at you and kind of stumbles some on the dirt and kind of goes wide. She like doesn't fall, but she kind of like doesn't quite connect with you. She almost like, it looks like she was trying to press her palm into you or something, and she kind of missed as a result of that.
Okay.
Spark, you're up.
We're going to do it again.
Yep.
99% fumble.
The dragon rounds go off in the shotgun and backfire on you.
Beautiful.
You are set ablaze.
Oh.
As kind of your clothing catches and whatnot. Give me 1d4 to see how much damage you take.
3.
Take 3 damage. It ignores armor, by the way, as the armor kind of melts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Agent Saga.
Okay. So, question. Since I was aiming and they missed me, I'm assuming they fell on the ground, right?
Yeah, I'm going to give you like a plus 40 on this thing. This is
Okay.
beyond point blank range. Like you could put the crossbow up to her head if you wanted.
That essentially is what I was going to ask. Is if like I can basically, okay. So I can do a plus 40?
Yeah.
All right. Whew. All right.
Let's go.
20 plus a modified 40, and I rolled a 45 success.
So it's less that you fire it and more you kind of just nail gun her skull. There's no flying of this bolt. You basically put the front of this thing against her head and just, you hear ka-chunk. And then the bolt buries itself halfway up its length, not just through her skull, but into the ground. There is a couple seconds of spasming from her as she tries to kind of like react to this. And then this mixture of bloods, brain, and like inky white fluid kind of pours out of what you'd assume is the hole in her face as she's kind of pinned face down.
Okay, is she still moving after that?
Oh no, she is very dead. No one
Okay.
survives that.
Okay. So first thing I do after that is to go and try to help Spark, because they're the closest one to me, and help them put out the fire, because I'm guessing they're still kind of ablaze.
Oh yeah, they're
still,
very much on
okay.
fire still.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll try to help put them out.
Spark, give me a dex check at plus 20 as Saga tries to kind of frantically help you either roll around or pad the fire out.
A 32% out of a modified 65% success.
Yeah, so as quickly as the flames happen, they're now out. How'd you do it, I guess? Did you pat it out? Did you do the stop and roll? What'd you do?
I think that, so like Spark wears this like long jacket I've described her in a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like wool. So most of what the like caught fire was the wool jacket. So she quickly like just peels it off and tosses it. And she's got like burns. It wasn't a lot of damage. So she's got like superficial burns.
And wool is self-extinguishing, yeah, so it helped
Yeah.
that out with the whole process.
Yeah. So it goes out fairly fast with Saga's help. He kind of like helps her pat down her undershirt that may have had a little flame on it.
Yeah, like the air smells of singed wool, maybe a little bit of skin, maybe a little bit of melted plastic, depending on what you were wearing, type of thing. Like, it's not a terrible smell, but something not a great one either.
Fuck. Okay. Park is gonna go to the back of the truck and pull out a jerry can.
Okay. Well, that's happening. Now that I see that Spark is okay, I'm going to try to go find Sanguine. And I'll like tell Spark, Are you good? Are you good? If you're good, I'm gonna go look for Sanguine. And like I do this as I'm heading toward the towards was it a house or like
Yeah, the large house, yeah.
yeah. So I try to head over there.
Wait, take one of these and I'll pull out another shotgun from the bag and just toss it to you.
I'll grab the shotgun or I'll catch the shotgun and I'll run in.
Sanguine, you're lying on the ground, a tad dazed. You've just heard a lot of scuffling going on outside and a very strange twang sound followed by a sound of a body falling, you'd guess, or something. Give me a POW check.
That is a 10% success out of 40.
You manage to push this just inhuman scream from your mind. Like something that has never spoken human words is expressing frustration. You manage to kind of push it out of your mind enough that you kind of like don't feel the brunt of it, but like you can feel just rage and frustration and hatred and bloodlust in that sound. It echoes around your mind ever so slightly. Give me a sand check.
That is a 72% out of 16% failure.
You're going to take 1 point of sand damage from that. But also now roll me a d4.
That is a 2.
A very special bond you have is now going to go up by 2, and you're going to decrease all your other bonds by 2.
All right.
But also, for now, you are, for the most part, in control of your faculties. For now.
All right. Cool. I reload a flare and I point it at the door. I'm going to imagine I'm still slightly dazed, but I just want to be prepared just in case if like something's going to start running at me.
Okay, so I'm guessing I walk into the building as I see this flare gun being like set up. And so I pull the shotgun out and I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey.
Saga?
Yeah. Who's there?
Oh shit. Oh God. It's just me. It's Sanguine.
Actually you?
Let me interrupt for a second. To further paint the scene, Saga, you are standing over Sanguine, who is back on the ground in this very obviously gigantic swirling pattern on the ground. It's not moving or anything like that, but like a very decorative kind of rune decorated weird symbol shape has been painted on the ground in what you'd guess is blood, and Sanguine is lying dead center of this thing. It almost seems to spiral down to a thicker pool, like a thicker kind of center of it kind of thing. Give me a sand check.
Okay. 15 out of 64% success.
No sand damage, but this is some cult ass shit going on right now.
Can I roll an occult to find out if I recognize it at all?
Yeah, why not?
35 out of 40 success.
You can't quite place the exact what you're looking at, but there is some heavy Nordic Viking inspirations to this, some old world versions of that, the kind of super superstitious, the like northern witches type of stuff. You're not recognizing any of the markings exactly, but like this is very obviously some type of blood sacrifice thing.
Okay. So I'm close enough that I can see Sanguine, and I heard Sanguine call out that it's them.
Yep.
I'm like, okay. And so just before I lower my guard, I go, okay, Sanguine, this is going to sound really stupid, but just bear with me here.
The roof is on fire. Literally.
The roof is starting to smolder, yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. I go, all right, if that's you, let's go. And before I go, am I able to like snap the photo of the like symbols so I can at least try to reference it for later?
You can take a second or two if you want. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take a quick second, snap photos of the symbols that I see. I'm assuming in this time Sanguine is getting up so I can get a clear shot of it, or.
Yeah. Are you getting up, Sanguine?
Yeah, I'm getting up. Hey, sorry. It's bright. I had panicked and yeah, no, this was let's get out of here before this thing collapses on us.
Okay, give me a sec. And like I pull out my phone, I snap some photos. And then I will assist Sanguine in getting out because after all, I mean, they got flashbang, they fell to the ground, they're probably still dazed, and so I will provide like put their arm over my shoulder type thing to like guide them out if they need it kind of thing. So, and I will assist Sanguine in getting out.
Yeah, you do that. This is some old timber. It doesn't go up immediately, but like, yeah,
Okay.
it's starting to smoke some.
Okay, so yeah, we just run out as fast as we can while carrying Sanguine. Do I need to roll anything, or are you just gonna?
No, you have time. Like,
Okay, cool.
this type of stuff takes a little while to go up in flames. Once it goes, but
Yeah,
flares aren't the best at lighting fires.
yeah. Okay. As we're walking out, I kind of look over at Sanguine. What the fuck happened to you in there?
I'm going to be real honest with you. The lady kind of spooked me, and I just fired the flare. There was something crazy in the building. I don't know. There was I needed to investigate because I thought I don't know, it could be pertinent to what we're doing. And then all of a sudden she was there telling me that I don't know, man. But she got my message, but I don't know what she's talking about. Where is the old lady anyway?
Well, I'm assuming we're outside, so I point to the what's left of her. I'm like, she's over there with a new piercing.
Holy shit. What are we doing with the body?
Spark is taking jerry cans out and hears you guys talking. He says, "You two put the body in the building."
All right, copy that.
Okay.
Shit. What caused the fire? What can cause the fire? Whatever. We could probably say it was incense. Who cares? I'll grab the arms, you grab the legs.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Let's just toss her in there and get the fuck out of here.
Throw some of your narcotics down next to her, your fucking pills. Just burn them about. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Ambien. It's always Ambien. All right.
See if she has a blunt on her and light it. Throw it on the floor.
Does rifling around the corpse, does she have anything?
She doesn't even have pockets. Might be staying in one of the houses.
What about her neighbors? Did anyone see you guys?
Do you not remember her saying that she's by herself here?
No. I mean, I might have, that might have just kind of in one ear out the other.
Yeah, no, she's not. She was by herself here.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool.
We're good. We can just dump the body, make it look like she drugs, overdose something, and she was careless, and then that's it.
Well, this thing is going to go up in flames in a little bit, so I just, fuck it, whatever. We don't need to worry too much about that. We just need to make sure that this thing catches on fire.
Yep.
Do you have a flint or anything else like that to help it go along its way?
I searched through my kit, and I'm guessing, I would assume I have something, if not if anything, I think I would have another, a couple of flare gun and a couple rounds. I don't know if that'll help.
I don't need to experience another flare explosion. So let's go.
Question. Dragon's breath. Are they as loud as a normal shotgun?
Yeah, there's an explosion even, so maybe they're louder.
And how many other buildings are there around here?
There are, including the kind of longhouse thing, 14 buildings total. There's 13 of the kind of weird little artist hut things, but there's nothing immediately around kind of outside of the circle. Chances of the sound carrying, because you're on top of the mountain or kind of hill that divides the island in half, pretty high. Also, sound carries farther in cold air, but there's no one immediately there unless they're in one of the houses.
I mean, Spark's going to toss basically bring a jerry can to them.
Mm-hmm.
Put the shotgun, back in the bag. I know it's fucked, but I don't want to leave it behind. The coat as well, and I'm going to pick up the 2 shell casings. She'll say, one of us should go check the building she came out of when we pulled up. Make sure there's nothing residual lying around.
Yeah, sure. Once I'm done dropping off the body, I'm going to go. Do I remember which building it come out of?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab a jerry can or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll just see if there's anything over there.
All right, so you go to her house?
God, I don't know why I'm going to regret this, but yeah, sure.
All right, so stepping into her house is like stepping into an occultist's museum of sorts. From the outside, it looks normal. The moment you kind of get past the threshold, it's just abso-fucking-lutely weird in here. There's a mix of artist tools, some painting equipment, Renaissance woman range of various kind of artistic apparatuses and whatnot, mixed in with animal skulls, pelts, jars that look like they're maybe full of eyes. This is some old school witchcraft type of stuff. hanging herbs, etc., and kind of facing towards the western sky type of thing, because you'd guess that's where it's also facing where the sun would set past the town and stuff like that. There is what looks to be like an altar of some kind with a very old looking book on it. But also give me a sand check.
You got it. 64 out of 64% success.
So being here is unbelievably overwhelming, especially for someone like you who kind of maybe doesn't know everything you're looking at, but like this is some witchcraft shit. Like this is some knowing what you know and knowing what you just saw and stuff like that. This is a witch. This is her hut, hovel, whatever you want to call it type of thing. And the whispers you like think you're imagining are probably quite real, and kind of like there's definitely a presence of some kind in this place. It doesn't totally get to you, but you definitely kind of like the air is thick with something truly unnatural. Like your footsteps don't quite sound right as you walk in this place. There is a motion of some kind in this space right now. Give me an alertness.
Oh my God. 10 out of 28% success.
You see a page in the book turn itself over.
How far am I from the book to the entrance?
It's not a very big place. Like the book is maybe like the depth of the building away from you. So like maybe 20 feet.
Okay. I will go look at the page.
So you approach the book.
Yeah.
Book pages start flipping faster and faster as you get closer. Give me a sand check.
56 out of 64% success.
You take 1 point of sand damage as a voice you recognize as the woman from outside goes, "Oh, murderer mine, I bequeath to you my final gift to this world, my death curse."
God damn it.
Give me a pow check.
All right. 44% out of 70% critical.
You feel what you can only describe as a woman diving out of the book and through you. And for a split second, you can only describe the sensation as instantaneous aging, but then kind of this presence explodes out of your back and dissipates, and the pages stop turning. Give me a sand check.
35 out of 63% success.
Take 1 more point of sand damage because of how abso-fucking-lutely insane all of this is. But the sensation of rapid aging releases and you're just kind of short of breath and you're sweating.
Okay. So I'm standing there just completely out of breath. Did anybody else hear everything, or was this all just in my head, or was the only person to be acknowledged this that this happened just now?
Acknowledge what?
I don't like the way you said that. Okay. You know what? I'm already in this far deep. I'm going to grab the book and take it with me.
All right. The book's pages feel old and something's wrong about them. The leather on the outside of the book feels familiar in an unsettling way, but it's leather. It's normal enough leather, I suppose. But yeah, you grab it, you run back to the car, I assume?
Well, not before setting the building on, or, the building on fire.
Of course. Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah. But yes, I will go ahead and do that.
Yeah, you hightail it out of there. The place goes up. The various kind of dried things help speed the acceleration up. It goes up quite nicely.
Once Saga's out, Spark looks to Sanguine and says, hey, you have Epicac in your bag, right?
Yes, I have another dose of Epicac in my bag. Why?
Drink it.
You're probably right.
Do you drink it right now, or are you going to drink it after you get out of the kind of flaming circle it's slowly spreading as the more of these houses catch fire, as the fire starts to spread from house to house?
I understood it as drink it later when we get to the. I have Epicac in my hotel bag.
Yeah. This is a later thing, not here. I don't want you to puke up some DNA. I'll drive.
Yeah, I'll take a dose when we get to the hotel. I think there might be something happening again.
Yes. Would you mind if we handcuffed you just in case?
That's annoying, but okay. Fine. That's yeah.
Okay, great. Saga, please sit in the back with him. I'll drive.
Okay. Do they notice that anything happened to me, or am I just like,
Nothing happened to you.
hate when you do this, but dang it, it's going to be good. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and get in the back seat.
So you hightail away from the fire?
Yeah.
Give me a drive.
80% out of 70 failure.
It's slow going. You see a couple kind of local vehicles maybe pulling up right as you're kind of fleeing the general area. Maybe they saw you, maybe you didn't. You're not quite so sure at this point. But yeah, the fire's going. It's engulfed more or less everything there. It's caught the wicker barrier. It's spreading. Like, you didn't see a fire station like that on the island, so the chance of them containing this is quite low. The damage is most definitely done. On behalf of all of us at Negative Modifier, thank you for listening, and we do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you are not already a subscriber, please consider becoming one, partially so you do not miss our next episode, but mostly because it helps new listeners find us. In addition to that, if you liked the episode, please consider clicking the thumbs up button below. If you'd like to further support the show, please consider joining us on Discord or becoming a Patreon patron.